Hi, so what I'm going to talk about in this video are the latest stats on shopping cart abandonment rates and trends. So let me take you over to my desktop. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a blog entry I wrote about 2 years ago on shopping cart abandonment rates continue to rise. So you can find that by going to drakedirect.blogspot.com and then searching there for shopping cart, and you'll find the particular article. I also give you that link in the one section dealing with user experience. So what I was writing here is just talking about, how surprised I am at how high shopping cart abandonment rates continue to rise, and how ineffective it seems e-commerce sites are reaching back to those that abandoned their shopping carts. So you can see the trends are continuing to rise over the years from 2009 to 10 to 11, and again, with no real decrease in sight. The main reasons people are abandoning their carts are for many reasons: high shipping costs, not ready to purchase, price checking, price too high, wanted to save for later. Now, if you would go back and look at some of the reasons, let's say a couple of years even before this blog post, you would probably not see wanted to save for later or price checking. That is because we have totally changed the way that we are doing our comparison shopping today. And you, just like me, we're all doing that and tucking stuff in shopping carts and waiting to see if we can find it cheaper elsewhere, or also waiting to see if we'll get a better offer for free shipping from that particular company. So the reasons for abandoned shopping carts are a little bit different, and it's because of the competitive nature and the way that we do comparison shopping today. Listtrack is a major email service provider, and every year or so they do a big study where they shop the top 500 e-commerce sites and abandon the shopping cart on purpose, and then they see exactly what they do. Now, in their study, in 2011, only 13% of e-commerce sites actually followed up on abandoned shopping carts. That's up from 11% in 2009, and it's up a little bit more in their 2013 report, which again, I'll share with you in a second as well. So you can certainly easily go out there and find that also, but the stats are not much better. The other thing that I did here was I was just curious as to, what are we talking about in terms of revenue that we're leaving on the table? So if you just consider a moderate e-commerce retailer with sales of about 500,000 annually and a 70% abandoned shopping cart rate, how much are they leaving on the table? Well, they're leaving about $1.16 million on the table. Now, again, granted, you're not going to get all of those people to convert by reaching out to them, but if we can just get, let's say, 10% of those to convert that we reach out to, you're talking, $120,000 additional in terms of revenue. So taking the 500,000 up by another, 20% basically in terms of the annual revenue. A couple other things that the study found, and you guys can dig in deeper on your own through Listtrack, is again, only 25% of the trigger-based emails that were sent actually link back to the abandoned shopping cart, and only 34% of the emails that were sent. Now remember, only 13% actually reached back. So of those 13%, only a quarter of them actually linked back to the abandoned shopping cart, and only a third actually were personalized in any particular manner. So it's important, right, that when the person is getting ready to set up their shopping cart, to try to get their email immediately and their name also. So again, what I'm saying here, what's an e-commerce site to do? Well, test. You could test the approach, a soft or a hard sell, to try to get the person to come back. Test the offer. Do you want to give it free shipping or not give free shipping? I am certainly of the mindset I do not like to train consumers to take on bad behaviors. The last thing I want to do is train them so that if they abandon their shopping cart, I'll turn around in a week and give them free shipping. So, if you were to come into my office and say, hey, I'd love to offer free shipping in the abandoned shopping cart email, I'll say, well, let's test it. Let's poker deal out all those that abandoned their shopping cart. Let's give half of them a free shipping option. Let's give the other half not. And let's see if we can, which one is the most profitable at the end of the day. The other thing we could do here also, and we should and would want to do, is also test the timing of the follow-up. Do we want to wait a day, 2 days, 3 days? What's the appropriate time frame for our customer base? So keep in mind, you might see best practices out there, but again, you're going to want to use whatever is appropriate for your customer base. Now, again, I do have here the list track. This is the results of their later 2013 study, which you guys can find. Just Google list track 2013 abandoned shopping cart report. And again, they'll show here. Now, here's what we have now. Now we are at about 24% of the top 1,000 retailers send at least one remarketing email after the cart is abandoned. So that's an increase of 30% over 2012. So it is up quite a bit from what it was. So remember, it was 11, then it was 13, and now it is at about 24%. So that's good. They also give you basically how long it takes them to get back to you, whether they're giving a discount or not. So a great report for you guys to look at to kind of see what's going on out there. And the other thing that they do as well is they also have the shopping cart abandoned index. So you can see exactly what the abandoned shopping cart rate is. As of right now, it's about 80%. So you can see it's definitely on the rise. Interesting, though, that as you were nearing the Christmas holiday timeframe, the abandonment rate was going down because our intent of purchase was much higher at that particular stage. But then it jumped right back up and even higher than it was prior to that. So this will be interesting to see kind of if it comes back down again. And that is pretty much it on this particular article that I wanted to share with you. Let me bring it back. And I hope you guys found this interesting and educational and some good facts out there. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.